here we are with the system that was built on a X99 machinist motherboard, 64 gigs of registered RAM, a 2643 V4 CPU, which is 6 cores, with 20 megabytes of L3 cache. I don't remember the exact specifications, the frequency, but it's running a 3.6 gigahertz all-core, if I remember correctly. This one doesn't have turbo unlock because it's a V4, and it's a qualifying sample. I bought it from eBay for around the 45 to 50 for $50, so around 45 euros. And yeah, the performance is nice. As you can see, it's as every like Intel CPU, the FPS are very stable, unlike Ryzen's. But yeah, it's a six core from 2016, like early 2016. It was very cheap. The RAM is also very cheap for this kind of platform because it's server RAM. It's running at 2400 megahertz, and this motherboard has like probably something terrible in it because I wasn't able to tune the memory that much. And with the same sticks, I was able to get much better performance on a branded Asus motherboard. But this is M80X, and it's cheap. It's much cheaper than a branded motherboard, branded X99. But yeah, as always, my connection is terrible. That's why I have some lags. So yeah, it's hovering around 110 FPS, and it's very, very, very stable. The GPU is always rx580. It's the only GPU that I have here at the moment to test those systems. Full HD, and to get 110, 120, I have to get FSR to performance, which is terrible. I will switch to quality now. The performance will probably are almost the same. Here we are. Yeah, it's the same performance. Yeah, let's try to get killed in some fight. As always, I'm playing with one hand and making the video with the other. Splash. This is not as impressive as the i5, and this goes to show that it's really it's a lot about the RAM latencies, the cache latency of the RAM, and the I guess the ring frequency, the encore frequency is also very important for this game, as it's all very like latency bound, and that's why you don't get much better performance with a 6-core CPU compared and 6-core 12 thread compared to a 4-core 4-thread CPU. The gains are not that impressive. Even though the frame, like the FPS are much more stable now. As you can see, we never got under 100. I should really like reset the counter here for the average FPS, because as you can see, it started with the initial loading screens. So, but I really don't remember the key to start. Yeah, here it is. Now we restarted the counters for the average and 1% lows. So yeah, it's a very nice 100 FPS average. The CPU is running around 50 degrees, the GPU is running around 50 degrees as well. Everything is very cold. Everything is very undervolted as always. Yeah, I guess that's all for now. Ciao.